One of the questions I have for you guys is the dose of these molecules. When you go from over-the-counter GNC fish oil to medical grade Lavazza to these agents, is it a 10-fold increase? Is it a 100-fold increase? Is it a dose and phenomena? I assume these agents were present in fish oil naturally.
Right.
Have you guys extracted this at a much higher dose?
So the evidence to date that comes from both our laboratory and our studies and also other people is that when we measure them in humans, we're not even going to fish oils for now, we're actually just measuring in humans, we find log orders less of the mediators that are at biologically active concentrations to the precursors. Mm-hmm. And that's we think is part of the properties of these mediators, that they're active at tiny amounts because they're made locally. Mm-hmm. They have a biological action, and then they're removed. And this is their one of their properties. The host properties is that they are local autocoids, so they're made active, do their job, and then are removed.
What are your thoughts on timing? Let's say we know we're going to have an elective surgery. Mm-hmm. When should we take them, or when should we load them orally or IV?
Right. These mediators, what we've seen and what others have seen in experimental models, are active very rapidly. Once they reach the circulation or their target organs, there's biological actions immediately. They're rapidly absorbed because of their nature. They're not hydrophilic, but they're not hydrophobic, so they can actually traverse membranes. And their sites of actions vary depending on what you're interested. In terms of elective surgery, I think it would be safe to say that a pre-treatment of these mediators with doses that will obviously need to be established would be very important in regulating the initial inflammatory response that happens upon surgical injury. And that's been also linked to cognitive decline post-surgery too. And then post-surgery, you might want to come back with another dose of these mediators to help with the wound repair and regeneration that you have from surgical insult.